Say hi to James. Made me an entrepreneur. Teaching me day after day after day till it all was a blur. Now he on tour, he can drop in your city tonight. Neverland Zine coming in for the fight. Making that powerful statement, saying that you meant for greatness. Better be ready for absolute.
Good morning, Absolute Nation. Listen, I got to tell you how much I appreciate you this morning. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with me. Today, I got to take a moment and just talk to you about some things that I think that'll be impressive, incredible, encouraging, all at the same time. I am going to be speaking tomorrow at a symposium against child abuse and sexual abuse of children. It's one of the most important things that we can do as adults, as protectors, is to protect our future by protecting our children. And as I step on stage as the keynote speaker there, alongside me will be the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Ms. Fatima Bayo. She has been with the Pope. She has speaks to the UN. She has been awarded all over the world. I see her with Queen Camilla. I watched that in an amazement that I would even be given the privilege to stand side by side and to speak about something so important. But that's what our voices are for, to find what it is you were born for and then to do it, and then to find things that are worth fighting for and to step into it. There's a whole lot of important things in the world, but nothing is more essential that you have to focus on than protecting our kids. You see, we speak life over them, we speak life to protect them, but you got to also be in their lives to give them a direction in life. I got to tell you, there's a saying I heard this week that said, in the valley of the blind, the one eyed man is king. Meaning the person with vision can direct and lead, and that's what we have to be, visionaries. What are you seeing and what's in your head and heart? What is it that you're focused on? What comes to mind when you think of your future and all those things? I know this much that there are so many things that come my way, opportunities and you name it. And I always had this mindset of like, want to have a vision big enough to bring other people and their vision to pass. But not everyone has an eye. And so in the valley of the blind will lead blind. You're like, man, I want to do this for you and I want to pour out to you, and you will offer them opportunities. And people don't have the wherewithal to understand how much you're giving. You're giving your life's work. And sometimes you can waste your efforts and your time in trying to build other people, but you can never waste your time when you're building children. You see, they're a blank slate, and what you write on them, they can become. You tell them they can do anything, and they begin to believe it. You give them an opportunity, you allow their imagination to run wild, and they'll dream of the impossible. It's important more than anything that you find yourself in a tribe that allows you to thrive. I want to encourage you to join our peak performance masterclass through school.com. In school.com, here's what's winning about that. Here it is. Now, you take the time and you'll begin to learn how to develop and put together your message. Most people make the mistake of thinking that your message is something that is just one of them. No, it's a series of things, a series of stuff you've been through, and you develop that so that you can speak at any place, anytime. I was just in Loretto, Tennessee, where we'll be holding our next event, November the 23rd. Now, I have a ton of events before them, but none like this one. On November the 23rd, we'll step in and we'll step on stage, and I'll be speaking with and interviewing and talking with leaders of industry. Let me give you one, Larry Namer. Larry started ETV, and now he built those Kardashians, and now he's trying to build you. He's looking for people who have an ambition, a goal, want to be a part of a network and increase their net worth. I'm giving people an opportunity to have a relationship with them and to build. But all of a sudden, we have all these other people who are like, hey, can I get involved? I'm like, I look at them and say, can they bring value? So we got Darren Dunn. He's the CEO and founder, who was the founder of Zartico. If you don't know about Zartico, it's the way how you know that there's a destination. Went from zero to $120 million value in just a short period of time since COVID, because they came up with something creative that will help you find destinations where to visit. When everyone else was on lockdown, they went on tour and captured everything on film and were able to do things because there was no traffic. You see, when you can get a visionary who can see something out of nothing, you take a man who's one eyed man in the valley of the blind, and he will give us all a direction. Now, I want to take you to here's another thing. You go ahead and look at the other lineup of people who are coming, and I promise you, you're going to love it. So I have StockX's CEO, Chris Kaufman, coming. Oh, man. Talking about a gladiator, a man who's going to bring some value and speak life into what we do. This man is going to teach you and talk to you about how he did what he did, how he built it, how is it worth 3 billion, and then he's going to spin there and give you the time to learn about doing it yourself. But you got to be present for it. You have William Keelan, who is the owner of the resort we'll be at. It's a 5-star resort, and the rooms are less than $200. They're like $200 during the event only. Any other time, you're talking 500 a night and then some, but not if you come through us. You can get tickets as low as $200. All you have to do is call and buy your ticket now. I want to see you there because we got Dylan Berry. He has 29 platinum albums, over 70 billion downloads of his songs. What if you're a musician and you had the opportunity to have someone who's done that show you how to do it yourself? You're talking about winning. Yeah, myself, I'm going to be speaking and talk to you about how we are developing, growing, and looking for speakers for absolute motivation. I have now decided I will not waste time with anyone that doesn't know what time it is. What I mean by what time it is, it's time is now. Time to step up, time to demand, request, be prepared, show that you're ready. I'm looking for that. So if that's where you are and who you are, I can't wait to meet you. The things that we can pour into each other. I have the venues, the stages, and the opportunities. Those who go through the school.com, that's one way to end up on stage with us. You finish the modules, you show up on stage. I'll give you the opportunity. But if you also go ahead and come to an event, share with me your purpose, your passion, that's another way to be able to earn an opportunity because I'm looking for specific things in people, and it's more than just your voice. It's your purpose. Do you have vision in the valley of the blind? Can people follow you and learn from you? Are you speaking life into someone? This is what we're looking for. I was even thinking of this. There are, who else do I have? Kirk Ashley is coming from Australia. He's done movies, he's traveled, he's done all this stuff. Spoke with Tony Robbins and all those guys on stages around the world. Is coming. He's going to be sharing some absolutely amazing things. Wait a minute, who else is coming? You are coming. You see, you know you need to be in a place where you can grow and connect with people. The only thing that most people don't have is an opportunity. But if someone affords that to you, you got to take advantage of it. This will be the most comprehensive group of CEOs at one time. You got Mark Yesnick who's coming, the leading wonderful hypnotist out of Las Vegas that touches so many lives. Man, all over the place. He encourages, he makes it funny. He will close out the show with an amazing way. You will love every moment. We have Quentin Aaron, the star of Blindside, the movie. The iconic movie that is etched in everyone's mind about what's possible if you get into the right environment. He'll be there and he'll be singing songs and also sharing a part of his story when we do it. We have Kelly Cardenas who is coming. Man, when I think about the lineup of people, There will be a long line of people. Dr. Walt Whitman, that's got right, the guy who leads the Soul Children of Chicago, will be there. These people are coming in to make a difference in the poor in your life. If you're anywhere near Huntsville or Nashville, come on in. There is room for you for an amazing day. Meals are already included. This is a 5-star. You'll be served. I'm not doing it buffet style where you get up and have to go get your food. Food will be brought to you. That's what I'm talking about. Let's give you the opportunity to be with people, to be in a situation where you get to find out, how do I grow my business? Well, your business is important because you employ, you leave a legacy. But if you don't get with the right people, you'll never have the right opportunities. And it's my responsibility to see that happen for you. So let me ask you this. What are you working on? If you're thinking about a New Year's resolution, you're already too late. The new year began already. For those of us who have to be prepared for the future, you have to already be thinking about, how is 25 already going to end? You should be planning 26. Be a year in advance. Switch the mindset. I'm already planning out. I know where I'll travel to. I know where I'll be speaking. In fact, you can catch me this way. After I speak tomorrow here in Lehigh, Utah, with the First Lady of Sierra Leone, I'll be having dinner and a wonderful time with the great director of films, Jeff Hayes. He is doing amazing work, man. His documentaries are amazing. And we're working on a project. I can't wait to share that with you. But also, you have Dave Austin, who is going to be around. I'm going to be doing things with him. I was just with Dan Clark. I can't wait. Let me just say this. Every day I get a chance to live out a dream. I get a chance to be with people who are thought leaders and impact people. Lee Brower and those guys who are in my life, I'm in their lives, and we be iron sharpens iron, and we come out as weapons of warfare in the hands of God against the kingdom of darkness that tries to keep you from your goals, your destiny, your purpose. And I came to tell you today that I've got to introduce you to the same opportunities. It would be selfish to hold the door closed after I've walked in it. I want to open the door for you. Question is, are you ready? Are you willing and ready to put everything that is selfish aside in order to be the best version of yourself, in order so that you can put everything that's inside in the right place? If you can check your ego, if you can check your and make sure that the character is right, you can open those doors and the handles will keep opening. I've not found that the doors of opportunities be anything other than people. If I lose absolutely everything, if I have relationships, then I haven't lost anything. Money can come and go, but if you lose relationships, you lose it all. I'm encouraging you to make sure you know your purpose and on purpose build relationships. One of the things that I'm going to be focusing on is mental health issues, to make sure that we do more than just talk about growing your business or getting into entertainment. How do I get into movies? But how do you overcome depression? How do you overcome discouragement? How do you overcome suicide? We're going to have things that are going to be discussed there that will be monumental and meaningful. When I hand the mic to people, it will be so that they can impact lives positively. One of the companies coming is called Cypress Adaptive. They make prosthetics for amputees, and they've come up with a way, all the way from Germany, to be able to make a prosthetic in 5 minutes. Instead of someone losing their leg and waiting weeks upon weeks to get healed up stronger or get a socket or keep suffering, they have a weight bearing machine that can make it in 5 minutes. And then we'll pass it around. You get a chance to handle that, hear about that, and offer hope to your family. Man, this is going to be awesome. I want to just tell you that events are not just to be put on for you to go and look for hype. It's for you to find your type of people, the type of person that encourages you, the type of people that can speak into your life, the type of opportunity that would change your destiny. with everything that you're working on, you need to be in a tribe. That's why we did the school.com. That's why we work on these things. I encourage you to make sure you continue to work on developing who you are so you can go far. When I'm done speaking on stage with the First Lady of Sierra Leone, I'm going to go back and look at my list of things, of dreams, because I've outlived them. Everything that I wrote down a year and a half ago when I began this journey, I said, man, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and I'm going to go over with you guys and show you just how short it is, the journey between where you are and where you wanted to be, and how quickly you need to keep dreaming bigger than you did before, because you end up getting there faster. I was just looking up TEDx. Everyone talks about, man, if you can get a TEDx talk, put that on your resume as a speaker. No, you don't need that. You just need to be that speaker. You need to be able to go in and go somewhere that you can get everything professionally done. Like go to Icon, for example. There in San Diego, you can go in, shoot everything, do it all professionally. We'll be doing some in-house stuff. So if you are in San Diego between November 7th, 6th till about the 9th, if you can connect with me, man, I will connect you there. We'll get some great things done there. That's a gift from me to you to connect you with Master Chief. When I say that, that's Shane who owns that. I really want you connected. But when I was talking about aspiration, dreams, getting somewhere and setting these goals, I realized that I didn't dream big enough because everything came a lot faster than I intended or knew. I was looking at TEDx talks and they were talking about if you had this, what it would do. So I looked up the last 30 videos on TEDx, then look up the last 12 videos on Absolute. And we outnumber them by about 500,000 views. There's a big difference to have overtaken someone that has 41 million subscriptions with just 1.5 million. It's a tribute to each and every one of you who's taken the time to listen, to watch, to connect, and to vibe with this tribe. Thank you. For we never thought we'd be able to look at all of these giants and then we realize we slay giants. But then again, you should be thinking that too. There's no one too big for you, no one too great for you, no one made better than you. If you can do your vision, if you can follow yours, you'll surpass other people. Because what they may have is a name, but so did Kmart. It's dead. If you want to come alive, you got to be with the thing that is happening now, not what used to be, not what was, not what can be, what should be and will be. What TEDx was, Absolute is. What it was intended to be, we are. It is a gathering of the greatest speakers of all time together at one time. And if you want to be on the team, you have an opportunity to do so. Reach out, communicate with me. You know how to reach me on social media. But now I got to switch the note. I got a message of a friend, Quentin Aaron, in Blindside. His family is in the hospital, and we're asking for you to say a prayer for them. I'm asking you to just take a moment, if you would, and lift his family in prayer. They're sitting in the emergency room now, and I want them to know that we care about him more than his appearances and his name. So I'm asking each and every one of you to lift him up in prayer, to cover him, take him to the cross. All right, put out the positive thoughts. Just begin to pray and cover him, his whole family. And as you're doing that, I also will speak and pray and connect with you on this. Father, I thank you for who you are and what you're doing in our lives. That everyone that is under the sound of my voice and everyone that will hear this will also be able to benefit from the fact that you are listening to your children and hearing our cry for you to heal our situations. The internal parts of us that are broken, the sadness of us, the sense of loss, or the fears that we have. God, you can do anything but fail, so we trust you. I'm asking you to step into our lives in a massive way and guide and order and protect our steps. that we might take them into places where you were supposed to be, that you might show up in the hospital with us when we're there, that you might be in the courtroom or you might be in the dark room with us, but help us to see that you are the light that guides and directs the world. From everyone around the world that should have this prayer, we say thank you and amen. Folks, I thank you today for joining in. We're going to bring all of the things that are happening live tomorrow through Instagram on Absolute Motivation Instagram. So tomorrow at this time, in front of all of those from around the world who are there, who've come in with the First Lady of Sierra Leone, we'll go live with the speech. I hope it encourages you. I know it will impact you. God bless you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Say hi to James. Made me an entrepreneur. Teaching me day after day after day till it all was a blur. Now he on tour, he can drop in your city tonight. Never the Zen coming in for the fight. Making that powerful statement.